Mm, hmm. Yeah, trying to decide my options. I'm not going to use the rocket launcher. Mm, Time to bury Joshua Graham's armor. I'll definitely use the Ulysses duster. We're not gonna need the mask. It's a great mask, but we're never going to use it. It's okay. Need to sleep for an hour to jumpstart the sleep deprivation again. I guess what we now have to do is I don't want to spend too much time doing extra things at this point. I'll try to move forward with the main plot. So, Brotherhood of Steel, White Collab Society. We need to deal with Great Khans and Brotherhood of Steel. We'll visit all of these guys, I think, just to make sure that we have them on our side. Haven't used all that much grenades for a long time. They don't really hand-thrown grenades don't make much sense when you have the grenade machine gun. They just don't. It's our strength. Yes, 10. I raised my endurance by a point, so that means we probably can get an extra implant for us. I don't care where it goes, but it's something we can take, so I'm gonna go and take it. Why not? We have enough food, we have enough drink. Coca-Cola quartz. I won't even bother making more of those nuclear grenades. It's really I might use them here and there as I've been using, but probably won't use all that much. So the grenades would have been great. The problem is I have so much strength that I can use the better things that make the grenades pretty much obsolete. So that's the problem here. It just doesn't make sense for me to use a laser weapon. Sure, I can throw a grenade, but if there's a fight, I can maybe throw a single grenade at the target, and if it's anything fast moving, it won't ever hit. Compared to I can fire 16 grenades with high probability of hitting almost every one of them. So yeah, the nuclear grenade option doesn't really seem all that impressive at this point. Veronica, Cass, or Lily? We do need one to companion. I might as well take Lily. It's Cass even somewhere here. Be gone. Something like that might happen. If she's still around, she would be in the Mojave outpost.
Alright then.
I don't know if she's there. I'll take Lily because those guys are finished as far as their individual stories are concerned. I'm not sure if Lily is, so...
Naughty children run from their punishment, but we'll find Betty. Won't we, Leo?
Wanna travel together?
That'd be lovely, dearie.
And extra stealth will probably be just nice. Okay, I'm going to do a little bit of shopping first. Mainly grenade machine gun ammunition. So we'll go to the gun runners and we'll go start confirming that we can work with the... All the side factions are either on our side or at least not working against us. If they refuse, we'll have to get rid of them.
Welcome, sir.
We're going for the independent New Vegas thing, and I think I'll screw over Mr. House. Explosive. Now this would be a great weapon. What was it? Anti-material rifle? Very strong weapon, very strong ammunition, and it's basically a long-range sniper type rifle with more damage and better selection of ammunition. Not quite as silent, probably. It doesn't really matter. Yeah, damage 112. It's a very slow firing, but 112 will be sneak attack damage bonus, and you can do explosive or armor piercing. So it'll kill most things by a single shot. Few more dangerous ones might require two. Very powerful weapon. I'm somewhat interested in mini nukes. Normal mini nukes, not this kind. They're all gun runners arsenal versions, so unusable. High explosive missile. How many missiles do we have? Yeah, we have about 31 missiles, 6 mini nukes. We don't need more on either one of them. So it's just pay up.
Come.
Quick visit to the doctor. See if we can get an additional implant. I don't think we need a stats implant. We could go for one of the automatic regeneration implant, although that's totally unnecessary. So any kind of stat boots we can get, I'll take it. Anything about charisma is good, but I'll take charisma if everything else is used up. No. There should be at least one attribute I haven't boosted. Maybe it's endurance. It's more hit points for us.
Hey.
You're back. Do you need medical attention?
Yes.
All right. Let me do a quick test to make sure your body can handle another implant. All right. You're healthy enough to handle another one. Which surgery are you considering?
Yeah, endurance or charisma? Yeah, endurance.
The nociception regulator modifies your cardiovascular system, and you won't tire as quickly. The price is 4,000 caps, same as most other implants. Have a seat in the auto dock. This will take a few hours.
Ready to go. Let's start with boomers. Oh. We need to nail these factions down to some position. Doesn't really matter what it is. Boomers are on our side. They don't give a crap.
Make my day, mutant.
It's nice to see them reacting to the mutant though. Where is Mother Pearl? I need you to be on my side. Not NCR, not Legion. I'm still not 100% sure I'll go against Mr. House, but I'll probably will. You don't give a crap about who's in charge after me. I certainly don't intend to be spending my time in New Vegas to that extent. So
Sorry. Hello, friend. How can Mother Pearl be of help today?
there may be a battle in the near future at the Hoover Dam. Can you offer any assistance?
Of course, my child. After all that you have done for us, we would love to help you in the upcoming battle. After all the training in virtual reality, the young ones would relish an opportunity to put their skills to battle. We'll be there when you need us. Bye.
So that's Boomers nailed down. Let's try the Khans next. Maybe I need to do some traveling in the actual world map, or do some fighting. Otherwise, I don't think things with Lily will go anywhere.
Grandma's so worried about her little baby. It's getting dangerous out there in the wasteland. Such a curious little munchkin, aren't you? What do you want to know? What do you need, sugar? Talk to you soon, dear.
I'm not gonna go wandering aimlessly in the district, though. There are some
Soon
sides.
Caesar will send in his best troops from the Arizona campaign. The NCR won't know what hit him.
Where the hell is the old man? There are some sites we haven't visited or even found yet. But where the hell is the old man?
Caesar's veterans will arrive from Arizona soon, and there will be no stopping our victory. Yes, goodbye.
R.E.
Seems like
Zone.
everybody with a stake in the Mojave is gearing up for something big.
Now where the hell is Papa Bear? Usually they're always sitting at the table, so what now? Read this.
You honor the great Khans with your presence. What can I do to help you?
Papa Khan.
Papa is one of the best leaders the Khans have ever had.
Yeah, we need to talk to him. We might have to talk to the others later, but he's the key. Khan. Khan. At least the bastard. Yeah, at least now they're returning their
Carl's been in a
positions.
shitty mood since that big explosion at the fort.
He has to be in there. I'll wait 1 more hour. It's probably locked behind that door, and because I'm here now, he won't get out. Something like that. Need food. Mari. And order. Okay. Let's give it another go. It might be an alternative entrance here.
It's always a pleasure to see you around the camp.
I've come to ask the Great Khans to break their alliance with the Kaiser's Legion.
Have you now? Well, you're a bold one, I'll give you that. But why should I do this for you?
Caesar is only using you, doesn't actually care about the Great Khans.
Doesn't he? Caesar's representative tells a different tale. The glory of the great Khans will be restored, and once the NCR is pushed back to California, all the land from here to the Colorado will be ours. I won't hear any more talk against Caesar or his alliance. The great Khans will answer Caesar's call to war, and the NCR will pay for their crimes. Farewell.
Something else you wanted? That's a complicated question. But I can't... I suppose if I...
What more do you want?
I need something. Carl's journal. Oh, that was easy. But I'd have to do actual work to get some proof to. Yeah, this journal consists of detailed records and observations from Carl's time with the Great Khans. Many of the entries go in great detail about his opinion of their savage, barbarous customs, and at several points he waxes philosophic about how it's very likely that Caesar's legion will have to execute a lot of them. Yeah, because that's what you want to have in your foot locker as a diplomat. Jesus Christ, I don't mind this tired old thing, but why the fudge would you put that in your journal that you have here accessible by everyone in the world? You don't want to read it. It's a diplomat. It's not like he's naive enough to think that spying isn't a thing in the world.
Ah, you're back. What else do you need?
Yeah, why don't you guys ever keep your mouth closed? It makes you look like stupid.
What more do you want?
Who do I show
Something else you wanted?
journal to?
Nothing.
I can't talk to any of these guys.
Ah. You?
Yeah. Ooh. Bitter Springs discussion. Doesn't sound like something NCR would order.
Oh, they claimed it was a miscommunication, but tell that to those who saw our families butchered. Tell it to the survivors who were banished here.
Okay.
I heard you try to convince Papa Khan not to join with Caesar's Legion. I'd like to talk to you about that for a moment.
Yeah, thank you. I was sort of trying to talk to other Khan members already, see who's the one I need to talk to. So, what is it you had in mind?
You want to convince Papa not to ally with Caesar, right? Trust me, you'll get nowhere just talking to him about it. He's fixated on restoring the glory of the Great Khans, and he sees Caesar as the path to that restoration.
So, what do I do?
Papa can be a stubborn man, but he's not a tyrant. He listens to his tribe, and to 4 voices in particular: me, Jack, Diane, and Melissa. If you can convince all of us that allying with Caesar is a bad idea, you might be able to sway him.
What about Melissa?
Ah, Melissa. She's a bit of a dreamer. Last time she was in camp, Carl filled her head with stories of serving the Legion as a speculatore. Personally, I've never seen a woman in Legionnaire's armor, so I have my doubts.
Yeah. Jack and Diane.
You'd have to talk to them, but those two have been thick as thieves since they were kids. Convince one, and the other will come around.
Aren't you convinced already? We're having this conversation.
I have my doubts about Caesar, yes, but I won't publicly go against Papa Khan based on nothing more than doubts. I've heard rumors that tribes who aligned with Caesar in the past were torn apart and reduced to slaves. Prove it, and I'll back you.
Okay. I'll see what I can do to convince everyone.
Good. Oh, one more thing. Caesar's representative, Carl, has become fast friends with Papa. Carl's the one who has him so fixated on this alliance. You'll probably have an easier time of things if you can find a way to get him out of the picture.
How would I do that?
Carl talks prettily about the honor and nobility of the great Khans, but I suspect his actual opinion is less flattering. Maybe you could find something he wrote that expresses that opinion, or trick him into losing his cool in the Longhouse right in front of Papa.
I'll keep that in mind.
I would too, if I were you. Something else you wanted? What do you want to know?
Okay, Melissa was the person, yeah, at the... I think that's at the Quarry Junction. We'll first go talk to the drug dealing duo. Not sure what we'll need to do to convince them. Doesn't really matter, not at this point. I want as many allies as we have in the general area to support us. It strengthens our position. We don't have any plans to try to wipe out NCR, just prevent them from taking control here. So we do need more than just robots. We need as wide support as we can get.
Hey, seems like you've been making a lot of friends around here.
Been told you are someone I should talk to about stopping the Khan's alliance with Caesar.
Hey, it's not like I'm super attached to working with Caesar or anything. But if he'll stop his patrols from harassing my runners, I'm all for it.
Caesar isn't going to let you run drugs as an ally any more than he supports it now. He hates chems.
I haven't heard anything like that. Do you have any proof?
I'll find some.
Okay. Come on back when you do. Bye.
How's my most favoritist friend?
I'm here to ask you to publicly oppose Papa Khan's alliance with Caesar.
Huh? Look, kitty cat, me and Diane, we don't dig on that politics stuff, savvy? We just make the product and make it get to a good home. Sure, Caesar's a drag, but as long as we got each other, we don't care who the top dogs roll with.
But you won't have each other. The Legion will kill you and sell down into slavery as a prostitute.
Dude, wait, what? That's totally cock-a-doodle, man. You been huffing fumes in the magic bus or something? Take it easy, kitty cat.
So we need the evidence because we can't convince anyone of anything. Oh my papa. Cotton Cove would probably be the best place to go. At least there's a base there. Nelson, an alternative. We need to go talk to Melissa anyway. Oh, we need to go to the fort. Okay. No. Yeah, definitely Cotton will go this place. That's what I thought. Well, fort would probably provide the same thing, but it's a much more dangerous place to go to.
How's it going?
Yeah, Regis says I should talk to you about speaking against the Great Khan's alliance with the Caesar.
You can ask, but why would I do that? Carl told me all about the life in the Legion. He says I've got all the makings of a speculatory.
He also tell you women aren't permitted to serve in the Legion.
What? No, he... What do you mean aren't allowed to serve? Why would he lie about that?
If the Great Khans join the Legion, you'll be sold as a slave, an officer's wife if you're lucky.
That lying little weasel. I almost fell for it too. Alright, you've got a deal. You can tell Papa I won't support an alliance. Later.
Okay, Cottonwood go. Like all the color has disappeared from the world. It doesn't look like it's actually... Doesn't look like whatever it is we're supposed to find here is in the base, though. Yeah, I shouldn't have... Well... I shouldn't have put the quests active. See, it's definitely not in the exact base of operations. I hate that. I hate that. I don't... I'd like to keep the quest active, but without the quest marker showing. Sort of just a description what that fudge I'm supposed to do. I don't like the markers because they're too specific. They don't show just the area you need to go. They show the exact spot than on the local minimap. So instead of trying to find out, exploring, keeping your eyes open, you're following. The computer is basically leading you by the nose, and it's a useful tool to have if you've lost or you don't want to waste time. But I don't like the fact that it's there, always there. What are you? No. Marker was somewhere here.
Evening.
Evening, really?
Please, help me.
Yeah, he's a con. Are you Anders? Jack and Diane sent me to look for you.
Thank God. Let me down, please.
Yeah, let's get you down from there.
Thanks for getting me down from that cross. I owe you one.
Yeah, Jack and Diane sent me to look for you.
They did? Probably mostly Jack's idea. He always was the soft touch. Thanks. You've saved my life and done the Great Khans a huge favor. I'll be heading back to Red Rock Canyon now. Maybe we'll see each other there.
Could you answer a few questions?
Okay, but keep it quick. I'd like to get out of here before the Legionnaires come to check on me.
Who did this to you?
The Legion patrol caught me trying to cross the river. When they found the, package I was carrying, they strung me up there.
Smuggling drugs?
Well, not exactly. More like trying to expand our markets. I heard there was a lot of untapped territory down south, but the Legion caught me. So long.
So he just happened to be the only guy here. I'm assuming that's it. Find Regis. Yeah, then. I think we're pretty much set now. We have Melissa. We can easily get Carl. We can easily get these guys now probably too.
What? Anders told me what happened. We owe you one for rescuing him. Tell you what. I can give you caps as a thank you or a special recipe Jack cooked up.
Recipe.
Here you go. Enjoy it. With Anders out of commission for so long, we're short-handed on runners, and some backlogs have piled up. We've got an associate in the Crimson Caravan Trading Company who distributes for us in out of Vegas. He's been after us for a new shipment.
Sure.
Great. Here's the package. Your contact is Don Hostetler at the Crimson Caravan. Come back and see me when you're done. Damn it, someone offed Motor Runner. That guy was one of our biggest clients.
Yeah. Damn them. So, what about the alliance with Caesar?
Anders got back a little while before you did. He told me what happened. If that's how the Legion treats my people, I don't want any part of them. Don't worry, Jack and I have talked it over. We'll talk up the idea of breaking the alliance. Bye.
So, let's at least 3 out of the 4, and the 4th wants to support us, so I think we're pretty much safe.
Seems like everybody with a stake in the Mojave is gearing up for something big.
Regis, yeah, that's the goddamn man's name. I'll try to wake up Papa. That's him.
Oh, don't you worry about me.
More of my advisors are starting to talk openly of breaking our alliance. I wonder where that idea is coming from.
From me. You should look at this. It's Carl's journal, and it's very revealing of his true opinions.
Let me see that. Filthy savages. Probably have to decimate the lot of them? Are these the words of our friend, Caesar? Great Khans, drive Caesar's dog out of our camp. If he's too slow to flee, kill him.
Watch out! Whoa! Whoa!
Watch out!
You like that? Had enough?
So back to sleep, eh? That's a cold, hard motherfucker right there.
Going nuts trying to find a new All 4 of my most trusted advisors have told me we should break our alliance. Maybe I should hear you out after all.
I've come to ask the Great Khans to break their alliance with Caesar's Legion.
I've heard some things from my most trusted Khans that makes me wonder whether this alliance is a good idea after all. But I want to leave a legacy of greatness when I die. My tribe deserves better than this, cowering in a canyon and living on scraps. Tell me then, if I don't join with Caesar's Legion, where will I find my tribe's lost glory?
Any idea where I might look to find such inspiration from the past? We're never gonna get 75 speech.
The followers of the Apocalypse keep many records of the past. It's been a long time since we associated with them, but they might have something. Until you do find me something, though, know that I still plan to lead the Great Khans to fight for Caesar. Farewell.
Seems like everybody with the stake in the Mojave is gearing up for something big.
So the Mormon fort, I guess. Julie Farkas, maybe? He seems to be the one to talk to about every goddamn thing. Ooh. You eyeballing me?
Wanna get lucky? Head on down to the Atomic Wrangler.
I think this is pretty much the only followers of the apocalypse.
We've got stuff we're not even allowed
Days.
to sell, people. Only
At least still active.
A super mutant in Freeside.
I do like that people are reacting to her. It's not much, but it's something. Julie's probably asleep, sleeping during this time.
Smoke rising from the east spells trouble. I hope the Legion isn't on the move.
Okay, I'm looking for something that could inspire the Great Khans. No of anything like that.
The Great Khans. Oh, you mean those raiders that used to clash with the Vegas tribes? Yes, some years back we taught them reading, writing, basic science. We hoped they would use it to make medical supplies, but they turned to drugs. I was never much involved in the cultural side of that project, but Ezekiel was.
Okay, we're gonna find this Ezekiel.
He rarely stops in here these days. You'd do best to look for him out in the wastes east of New Vegas. He's always looking for new tribes to study.
Who is he?
He's a member of the Followers like myself, but his particular field is pre-war history and tribal culture. I do recall him being fascinated by the Khans. He kept going on about parallels to some ancient historical empire or another. Was there something else you needed?
I need to get the hell out of here. Yeah, the same to you. So where the hell is this man? Yeah. This is a situation where I want to see the quest marker. Where the hell are we supposed to go? Trading post. Ah, yes, I recall him now. I never really get why he was there in the first place. I would not have remembered him for a long time. Odd-looking suit on I think a dark-skinned man. Somewhere here at the outskirts, not even in these buildings. Yeah.
You look like someone with a question. What can I do for you?
Julie Farkas said you might know something about the Great Khan.
Oh my, yes. They're a fascinating tribe with a long and unfortunately tragic history. Their original incarnation, much farther out west, was almost completely wiped out by one of those itinerant heroes so common in the post-war years. Then, of course, the new Khans suffered a similar fate. Some say at the hands of the same hero, though of course the dates are all wrong for that.
Please continue.
Well, after they migrated to the Mojave, we established relations with them, but that soured when all they wanted was to make drugs. The NCR eventually took them down quite a bit, but the really fascinating thing about them is the origin of their culture as a whole. You see... Oh, of course. I'm sorry. I do tend to get wrapped up in my own theories and forget that not everyone finds them as fascinating as I do. Here, I salvaged this book from an old library. It's a history of people called the Mongols. I think that's what the Khans built their culture on. You should read it. It's fascinating stuff.
Ah, Ulysses' final message.
Last tape, last message. In case you best me. If you're hearing this, you have, through blood or word. This message and all that lies with it. It is for you, courier. If you want to know the why of things. This world, I've walked a good part of it. I stopped only because of you. What you did gave me pause. Long ago, I crossed the Colorado, the first among the Legion to see Hoover Dam in all its glory. An old world wall, yet bridging two sides. And beyond it, a symbol of a two-headed bear. An idea great enough to challenge Caesar himself. Might kill him taking it, whether he won or lost. The bull needs to fight, needs the challenge. Without it, it falters, dies in the dust. Might be a lesson there, in you and me. Leave the thought behind the message to you. My message is this. The destruction that has been wrought at the Divide, or elsewhere, if you couldn't stop me, it can happen again. It will keep happening. If war doesn't change, men must change. And so must their symbols. Even if it is nothing at all, know what you follow, courier. Just as I followed you to the end. Whatever your symbol, carry it on your back and wear it proudly when you stand at Hoover Dam.
Can we finally nail down the Khans now?
What?
Oh, don't you worry about me, dearie. Your grandma knows how to stay quiet.
Ah, you're back. What else do you need?
Have a look at this book. If you want to see what your tribe could be, read about the Mongol Empire.
This is exactly the kind of symbol the Khans could unite behind. We'll begin readying the camp to move. As soon as Caesar makes his move, we'll depart. We will make ourselves strong again, and we shall conquer.
As long as you aren't fighting for Caesar.
If you should ever tire of wandering alone, seek us out. You might just have the makings of a great Khan yourself.
Yeah, they're not going to be aligned with us, I think, but they're played out to fight. That's the important part. As far as game mechanics and the battle is concerned, it won't make much of a difference. You can mow through anything, but it's more of a role-playing thing, I guess. You could just easily say ignore or make all the enemies or whatever, and fight through everything with the hand. I think Brotherhood of Steel is the only question mark at this point. And I don't think we have to do much for them anymore. We've helped them quite a bit. Our reputation with them is golden. Yeah, whatever you do, don't fight. So we should probably be able to be wrapped up just by talking to the leader. We also get some extra reputation by preventing the nuclear launch.
A few of us wanted to thank you for being such a good friend to the Brotherhood, so we've set aside some of our recycled energy cells. We'll leave a few of them in that footlocker in the corner every so often. The Paladins scoff at using recycled ammo, so no one should mind.
If they don't join us, we'll nuke the base. I don't want to do that because of Veronica though. I have no personal feelings one way or the other, at least strong ones. So I'll defer to the feelings of companions at that point. And Veronica, even though she's not part of them anymore, she probably doesn't want them to get killed.
Welcome, outsider, welcome. The lockdown has been officially lifted, and everyone seems to be in good spirits. With the surface open to us once again, Hardin's already started talk of sending a force out to attack Helios, but I hope to dissuade him. What can I do for you?
What is with that crazy sandstorm on the surface?
That is this base's defensive system. It serves as camouflage and masks all entry and exit from the bunker. We use it to hide our patrols and supply runners, though we still send such out at night to be extra safe.
Tell me about the lockdown.
It's a protective measure that was enacted after our defeat at Helios. The NCR was hot on our heels, and we wouldn't have survived another encounter. It was decided that we would stay quiet for a time, heal the wounded, and try to come up with a new strategy. However, after we had fully recuperated, our first scouting measures showed that the NCR's presence in this region had only increased in our absence. There are now more than 5 times the number of NCR troops in the area as when we fought them, and we have half the number we did at Helios. And so the lockdown has been extended. To go outside would be the death of us all.
Supplies? Who gets supplies?
We have some personnel that are allowed to travel on the surface. They trade for what we need and occasionally drop off what they acquire. We make sure that they only enter or leave the bunker while the sandstorm is active, to avoid detection.
I want to join.
Bye. Greetings, my friend.
I don't want to join.
Later.
Yeah. I'm going to tell Yes Man to ignore them for the moment. I'm not going to annihilate them. We know where their base is, so if it ever comes to that, we can just bury them here, if nothing else. I don't think they'll support the Legion or the NCR, so they're sort of out of the fight anyway. They might cause trouble later, but that's a problem for another time. So, as far as I'm concerned, our preparation for the final encounter is pretty much done at this point. I might quite sure I'll proceed there immediately, but if not immediately, very, very soon. There comes a point where this doesn't really benefit anyone to keep delaying things. We do need to kill House, don't we?
Oh! Hi again! Can I help you with something else?
Let's talk about the tribes I should get to know.
Of course, ask away.
Boomers.
They must be a really nasty people. I haven't heard a single good thing about them. They fire artillery on anyone who comes near their settlement at Nellis Air Force Base. Talk about rude. If they can be convinced to fire those big cannons at the Legion, or NCR though, well, that'd be neat, wouldn't it?
Yeah, the Boomers have vowed to support me.
Really? Talk about diplomatic skills. I mean, just not getting blown up was a success. Now they'll only blow up the right sorts of people. That's what matters. That's 1 down, 4 to go.
I convinced the Great Khans to leave the Mojave.
Maybe they'll be devoured by giant scorpions. All sorts of things could happen to them out there. That's 2 down, 3 to go.
Omertas were plotting to destroy the strip, so I killed the conspirators.
Wow! That is amazing! You are just a hero! I am serious. That's 3 down, 2 to go.
I spoke to Marjorie and Mortimer. I say, yeah. White Glove Society had a cannibalism problem, but I solved it.
A cannibalism problem? Really? I'm so glad you weren't eaten. That's 4 down, just 1 to go.
What do you know about the Brotherhood of Steel?
They go around in big suits of power armor and they have lots of energy weapons. But there's a downside. They just have a thing about technology. They think it should all be theirs. If someone else has it, they get mad. All I'm saying is, not much of a chance they'll accept a Vegas that polices itself with robots.
Yeah. I'm not ready to decide yet.
No rush. Take your time. Anything else I can help with?
I'd like something...
If you're...
I'd like something a bit more concrete than ignore. Be our option there. Destroy the Brotherhood of Steel bunker. You are familiar with the Brotherhood and wish to... I'm familiar with them.
Oh! Hi!
Maybe I could join them and avoid things that way, but since Veronica left them, I don't think I should be going to join them. Yeah, leave them alone.
Okay, consider them forgotten, along with the projections that predict they'll be our biggest enemy. Forgotten! That accounts for all the tribes you needed to get to know. As soon as Mr. House is out of the way, things will be great. There'll be so much I can help you accomplish. Come back later if you need anything.
Yeah, we betrayed Caesar's Legion, right? Fine. Beware the wrath of Caesar. Don't tread on the bear. I don't think that's yeah. It's basically telling you if you continue on this path, NCR and Legion will start to treat you probably as hostiles. Do we care? Not really. But we do have to decide what to do next. Do we continue or do we do something else? I don't know.